Divine and Associates, powered by eXp Realty, located across from Wood Supermarket in Eldon.
And we are back at Blair Oaks, and actually as we're about to get ready to do the national anthem here, we're going to go ahead and send it out to our coaches interview. That is the Dunn Group Real Estate coaches interviews. We'll catch up with Chad Holt and ask him how the team looked going into tonight's contest.
We're starting to get a couple kids back healthy. We've had some injuries hitting us, and just got to make sure we're focused from the beginning of the game and ready to go.
A tough loss last week, but you guys were really able to air it out late in the game. What started working for your boys?
They just played with some more confidence in the passing game. We've been working on that a lot. Obviously, we know Hunter has a lot of ability there at the quarterback position for us, and being a four-year starter for us, we've got plenty of confidence in him making the right decisions, and his guys kind of came along with him, especially Jalen there in that second half.
Now, going into this one, what do you know about Blair Oaks?
A lot more than I'd like to. They're very talented. Their quarterback for them that's pretty young is extremely skilled again. They've got some good receivers on the outside that have a lot of speed, and then they've got two running backs in the backfield that will run right at you and bring a load. And then defense, these guys have all been starting pretty much since their sophomore year. So, I mean, a lot of experience on that side of the ball.
Is there anything special that you guys have worked on in practice this week to get ready for this game?
Just making sure that we're mentally locked into it. This can be a great atmosphere. It's their homecoming. They're going to be loud, so we got to make sure from the beginning of the game we're locked in, and we can't self-destruct and hurt ourselves with 16 penalties like we had last week.
When you go into a game against a team like Blair Oaks, that your boys obviously know is always a good program, does that add a little extra motivation for them going up against such a talented squad?
It does, because, I mean, you're getting to play the defending state champs, ranked number 1 in the state again. If you can't get pumped up for a game like this, then you're probably playing the wrong sport. It's always fun to go out and try to beat the best at what they're doing, and right now these guys are playing one of the best brands of ball in the state.
All right, lastly, what do we need to see out of the Mustangs to get a win tonight?
We got to have ball control, keep their explosive offense over there on the defense or on the sideline as long as we can, and just make sure that we're getting after those guys and tackling.
All right, good luck tonight, Coach. Thanks for your time.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
That was Chad Holt, the head coach of the Eldon Mustangs, talking about this matchup with the Blair Oaks Falcons. And Jason, I took a couple things away from Coach Holt's interview, and one of them was the ability to air it out, that they figured that out last game. I know that's not what Eldon wants to do in this game. Of course, they want to run the ball. That is the Mustang way. But if you're Eldon, do you keep that little ace card in your back pocket, and if the run doesn't work right away, maybe hit him with a play action and take a shot?
If I'm Eldon and I'm playing Blair Oaks, you're playing the number 1 team in the state that you have not beat for I don't know how many years now.
It's been a minute.
You do whatever you got to do to keep this thing close and stay with the Falcons. So that means run it, throw it, kick it. I don't care what it is. You do whatever it takes. So
I agree completely, and I want to be clear. We're not trying to play this as if, oh, hey, we don't think Eldon can beat Blair Oaks. And we're not trying to say anything bad about either squad. But you do have to come at this with an honest approach and say Blair Oaks is the number 1 team in the state of Missouri for a reason. They have one loss on their record coming into this game, and that loss was to Lutheran North, who is the number 2 ranked team currently in Class 4 football.
Yeah, and barely lost to that team.
They did. I was actually trying to look. I knew that I had the score of the game. I think they lost
36-30, if I remember.
Yeah, it was a one-score game for sure. It was, as I find it here, Lutheran North 38-30. So that is your only loss. So yes, we know what Blair Oaks is coming into this game. So you have to give them their props. You have to admit what this program is. Some great athletes. One of the things that the Eldon coaches were pointing out to me is this defense. This defense, a lot of these kids were starting on this defense as sophomores.
Yes, this is the same defense for 3 seasons now, pretty much. I mean, other than a couple of kids. These kids, there was like 8 of them as sophomores, or 7 or 8 of them, or something like that's been playing that long. And I'll tell you what, man, that's what you call a unit right there.
Oh, yeah. When you get that kind of consistency of knowing how the other defenders play, it changes how you play the game. And when you're able to lean a little bit more on your teammates because you know they can do their job, it's going to affect everything. So this is a very cohesive Blair Oaks squad. So if I'm Eldon, I'm kind of like what you said. I want to go out there and I'm going to try a few things. Yeah, you want to come out and you want to run the ball. Yeah, you know what works as far as the quick slants in the passing game or even some go routes. I wouldn't mind seeing Devin Hardy flare on a go route early. Sure. Zach Smithson, another one, Zach Smithson, which, by the way, we'll get to our Lake Regional injury report, and it's actually a somewhat positive one. Instead of 3 names on the injury list, there's only 2 this week. We wish there were none, but number 3, Tevin Eldridge, injured for them, as well as number 5, Andrew Beanland. However, Zach Smithson back off the injury report. Number 7 is back, so very happy to have him out here for this one. We're getting ready for the coin toss, and that coin toss is going to be brought to you by our friends at Danner Roofing. Going out for the Mustangs, trying to see who they've got out there. I see number 1, Hunter Hess. Boy, these uniforms are going to make life tough on us tonight.
Yeah.
Picking out numbers, aren't they?
Color in their numbers a little bit.
Yeah, okay. We're just going to say a good group of kids out there for Eldon. I'm not sure.
1, 17.
So that's Beckman out there with them as well.
Yeah,
With
Beckman,
Hess.
17, 7.
So Zach Smithson as well. And
Not sure who the big boy is.
yeah, I believe there's a lineman out there with them, but I can't quite make out who the number. I think it might be Eric Krantz.
50 something.
I think it's 54 possibly. If I'm Eldon, if I win this toss, I want the ball.
Yeah, I want the ball. I want to get going. I just, you have nothing. The one thing Eldon has is you have nothing to lose.
Well,
So just go with everything. Just throw it
if
all at 'em.
anything, the pressure's not on you.
No.
If you go out here and you can march down the field and score on the opening drive, that's how you make a team like Blair Oaks step and go, whoa, what's happening? This wasn't supposed to work.
Yeah, and Blair Oaks, they're a great team. Don't get me wrong, without a doubt. But in the first half, they've had, when they've had turnovers this season, it's been in the first half. When they've kind of had a few little things happen, it's been in the first half. So come out strong, give them what you got.
Eldon has won the toss, and I believe they deferred. I'm a little surprised at that. Yeah, it looks like, at least I think so. I could be wrong. Yeah, Blair Oaks is going to get the football to start this game. Eldon choosing to go from our left to the right. That'll be the north end of the field to the south. Once again, beautiful field, beautiful night for football. I love the view beyond the field here at Blair Oaks.
I just wish it was a little later where we get a lot of color in those leaves back there. I love the look from up here in the fall, man. It's beautiful.
I'm very excited to get this one underway because the other beautiful thing about playing a matchup like this against a team like Blair Oaks, number 1 team in the state, I've never heard a story about a great upset that started with, yeah, we were favored to win by 3 touchdowns and we went in and did it. No, those stories aren't very good. It's the ones where, yeah, we were supposed to get whooped that night and we walked into their house on their homecoming. And it is homecoming night here at Blair Oaks. So, yeah, you want to make a memory you remember forever. You walk into the house of the reigning state champs on their homecoming and show them a thing or two.
There's a lot of distractions on homecoming week. Some the drives kind of coaches mad sometimes that sometimes the focus of the game becomes lost in the shuffle of homecoming week. So,
and I can tell you, I personally, when I used to play, I took offense when we were very a few times in basketball. We were someone's court warming homecoming game. I took offense to that.
Getting picked, without a doubt.
I remember going up to Smithton when they were 13-1 one year as their homecoming, and I mean we took a lot of offense to that and kind of showed them so. But Mustang's going to kick off to start this one. Man, I would love to have the Blair Oaks scoreboard. That thing is incredible. It's like a gigantic
I'd like to have
TV.
it on my living room wall.
Honestly, and the kick is away. It's going to take a hop up the middle, picked up at the 30. Blair Oaks trying to bounce it outside, brought down at the 38-yard line. Good special teams play by the Mustangs.
Yeah, what was that number? Lordy, these Eldon numbers, 5, I believe.
It's going to be a long night trying to spot those numbers.
Yeah, I don't have the eyes for it.
All right, so it's all going to start with the quarterback of the Falcons. That's number 17, Tyler Bax. It's been a line of some pretty good quarterbacks here at Blair Oaks.
Yes,
the Hair Boys were all impressive. 2 receivers out to the right. Receiver comes in motion. Handoff right up the gut. No, instead, Bax going to keep it. He runs to the right. He's got a little room to work with. Gets to the 50. Now to the 40 of the Mustangs. Ahead to the 30. Takes on a defender and drug down at the 23-yard line. Huge gain on first down for Blair Oaks as they pick up.
Yeah, wasn't much out on that outside.
I'm doing
edge.
a lot. I mean, that's about a 30-yard run there from Bax.
30-yard run, yeah.
My goodness. And Blair Oaks quickly back to the line. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Back lined up behind him is Luckett. Takes a snap, backs looking left, throws a quick pass. It's caught at the 10, turns the corner. 5, touchdown, Blair Oaks. Wow, that one was caught by Hayden Lackman, and he literally just turned to the right, and took off, and the Mustangs could not catch him. That was impressive.
Yeah, that was coming out the gate strong.
That was 2 plays. And oh, wow, the scoreboard's literally in front of me, and I'm looking for it. 2 plays that took 22 seconds.
Yeah.
Blair Oaks going to line up for the extra point attempt. Clean snap, good place. Kick is up and good, and would have been from about another 25 yards. All right.
So far, everything's going Blair Oaks' way, you might say.
Yeah. So with 22 seconds gone in the Lowe's home improvement first quarter, Blair Oaks leads Eldon 7-0. However, the Mustangs will get their first crack at it. When we come back, you're listening to KS Sports.
At Side and Striganobi Partners, we know the value of hard work, and we are here to support you every step of the way. Whether you're a farmer, rancher, or homeowner, we have the solution for you. Our John Deere compact tractor packages are reliable machines built to tackle any task on your property. With low monthly payments and finance options, SN Partners makes it easier than ever to bring home the power you need. Visit snpartners.com for more information. Side and Striganobi, your partner for the land.
Hot start for the Falcons as they score within the first 22 seconds of play off of a big run from the quarterback backs, followed by a quick hitter on the slant, taken in for a touchdown by the receiver Hayden Lackman. Blair Oaks now to kick off. Mustangs going to have a chance to put some points up of their own. Kick is up and away. Solid kick. It's going to hit at the 10, and it's going to be picked up by the Mustangs at the 5. Return to the 10, trying to get to the middle of the field. Nothing there, as he is thrown down hard at the 10-yard line. Forward progress, they'll give him the 11. Well, I thought the ref's walking all the way back to 10 now.
That was good coverage on Blair Oaks, man.
Might have been better off letting that one just go in the end zone.
Yeah, I think so.
So the Mustangs will start this drive from their own 11-yard line. Can the Mustangs run on this big defensive line of Blair Oaks? Hess will start in the shotgun, alone in the shotgun. 3 wideouts to his right. Takes the snap, quick hitter out to the flat at the 10. Ahead to the 15, diving forward to the 17. So a nice play on first down. Picks up about 7. That was, well, now I'm confused. Was that Andrew Beanland?
Well, that's what the number looks like, but
I was just told that Andrew Beanland was on our IR today.
and the way he went off the field the other day,
I don't know. I'm going to have to get another look at it, but maybe it was. I can't see the number from here. But either way, it's second, and we'll say 4. Hess takes a snap out of the shotgun. Handoff, running to the right, turning the corner, powering forward to about the 20-yard line. So he picks up 3. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Mustangs. Well, I've got to figure out who that running back is.
I think they said number 8.
Well, if that's the case, then that's Michael Rugen with the carry for 3. But we'll see. But that, I mean, the back there, I think that might be Beanland. Man, a lot of confusion here. 2 wide receivers out to the right. Beanland set to the right of Hess in the shotgun. Eldon comes set. Hess takes the snap. He's going to hand it to Beanland. He tries to go right up the gut. Contact at the line, fighting for extra yardage. And he's going to pick up some, but is it going to be enough? It's going to be close. And he will. He gets the first down running it. That's a Third Ike Yamaha first down. The Mustangs move the chains on the ground. That's a win in itself.
Yeah, you got to feel good about that because this Blair Oaks front 4, they are tough.
We were told that they may not have given up a 100-yard rusher yet this season.
Yes.
Well, if that is Andrew Beanland back there, I'd say he has as good a chance as anyone in this conference of going for 100. That kid runs with a little extra purpose. Coach Holt going to spread him out. Wide receivers trips right. Beanland one of them. Hess in the shotgun alone. Takes the snap. Blair Oaks, they're going to bring a little heat on this one. Hess sets his feet, fires a slant in the middle. It's caught. That's a nice 6-yard gain on the quick hitter.
Yeah, that is not number 5. That is number 8.
The back?
I believe so. The one right here with our back to us.
Well, yeah, I see number 8. Yeah, number 8's out there. That's Rugen.
They had 23, which that's the other Beanland kid, I believe, right, Brody?
Let's see here as he lines up. Boy, these numbers are just a real struggle right now.
You got number 4, number 17.
Andrew Beanland wears 5.
And I think.
Wait, that's Rye.
The one in the back.
That is definitely Rye. Now that I see him as Rye takes it up the middle. He bounces off one tackle, carries 2 Blair Oaks players forward. That's going to be another Third Ike Yamaha first down. No, that is indeed number 25, Braden Rye. So that makes more sense. My apologies. We've been crediting Andrew Beanland. He is still on the IR. That is Rye. Rye is running hard to start this game.
He did a great job of filling in when Beanland went down the other night, too.
So the Mustangs started this drive on their 10-yard line. They're out to the 33-yard line after picking up a pair of Third Ike Yamaha first downs. If you're Eldon, you feel really good because you were told you can't run the ball, and they're running the ball right now.
They're running the ball on them. They're playing Eldon football right now.
You've got to play clean football, though. Cannot have penalties, cannot have turnovers. Eldon going to go heavy, trips left. Hess alone in the shotgun, takes the snap. He will roll out to the left, thinking about keeping it. No, now he's going to set his feet, look to throw. He flips it downfield. A lot of contact downfield, no flag, though, as he was looking for Evan Beanland, tied up with the corner. Good coverage by the secondary of the Falcons.
Yeah, he just needs to sprint. Just don't even turn around for it yet. Just sprint, keep going, because Hess can get that ball down the field.
He can, and, I mean, that ball had another 5 to 10 yards on it, but Beanland kind of turned like he was getting ready for a jump, and there was some hand fighting going on, but I think it was by both sides.
Yeah, I think if he just kept the pedal down and just kept going, Hess can get him that ball.
I like the play call. The problem is with the incomplete. Now that puts you a little bit behind the chains, 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Hess with 2 wide receivers to his left, one out to each side. Takes the snap. It's a quick handoff, trying to get to the outside, but going to lose yardage. I believe that carry. Man, these numbers are difficult right now, because I don't believe that one was actually Rye.
That was a good job by the Blair Oaks defense coming up and putting a stop to that play quick.
Yeah, they will lose a yard, so that'll bring up 3rd and 11 now for the Mustangs. You're going to have to go to the air. That tells me the Falcons are probably going to bring some heat. I'm thinking about a quick slant up the middle, see if you can get Smithson involved.
Yeah.
They're going to go receivers trips to the right. Hess alone out of the shotgun. Blair Oaks not showing blitz just yet. I do think the Falcon player jumped first. They're going to call Eldon for it. I really thought 5 from Blair Oaks jumped first and pulled the tackle.
I agree. I don't know if he just didn't cross the ball or.
So that is the last thing the Mustangs need. That's going to back them up another 5. That'll bring up 3rd and about 16 here.
Yeah, that's the tough thing about playing Blair Oaks is you can make 0 mistakes. 0. Even if things are going good, you still have no margin for error whatsoever.
So now they're going to go ahead and keep Rye back with Hess. He lines up to his left. Eldon with 2 receivers to the left as well. Hess takes the snap, drops back, looking to put some air on it. He's going to throw it up the sidelines. He's looking for Beanland, and good coverage once again. Eldon, they had the corner there and the safety coming over to help, and Beanland just couldn't get a play on it. That's going to bring up 4th down. So, Jason, I mean, a couple positives to take away at least. You were able to move the ball early, but that first down throw that fell incomplete kind of put you behind the chains.
Yeah.
And then you just cannot have penalties against this squad.
You can't have a penalty. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. There's just no room for error whatsoever.
So Hess is standing back at about his own 12-yard line. That's where he will punt from. Eldon trying to get a player on late. Play clock down to 6 seconds. He's got enough time to get in and get set. Snap is away. Hess is going to be able to get this one off. A good punt. Get some airtime on it. It's going to be fielded. It hops at the 40, Takes an Eldon roll out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Hess punted that from his own 12 and put it on the Blair Oaks 32. That's a solid punt, and that's where Blair Oaks will start this drive. Going to have to play a little bit better defense this drive, though.
You're going to have to not let them go 60, 70 yards in 22 seconds.
That would be preferred. I mean, Tyler backs, we know he can throw the football, but boy, he can run too, and he showed on that last play. You have to get the edges set.
Yes.
And on 1st down, it's going to be a handoff, and Eldon was there and ready for it. They're going to get him for a loss. Mustangs stop him back at the 30. That's going to be a 2-yard loss on 1st down. Blair Oaks tried a little trickery, going with faking the handoff and then going to the second option, and instead, Mustangs read it.
What was that number, 60, I believe?
But Blair Oaks quickly.
I think B.J. Jones.
Blair Oaks quickly back to the line. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Man comes in motion. Quarterback drops back, looking to throw, gets the pass away, but it's too high, and it falls incomplete. So the Mustangs with a big opportunity here, as it is now 3rd and 12 for the Falcons.
Yes, this is what you want if you're Eldon. This gives you a little bit of hope.
You can get Blair Oaks off the field. You're feeling really good right now.
Anytime you get Blair Oaks off the field, you're feeling pretty good.
Blair Oaks resets, 2 receivers to each side. 2 to the left, only 1 to the right. Receiver comes in motion. Backs, sets his feet, looks to fire down the left side. It's complete, but it's going to be short. He gets it out to about the 39 before he's pushed out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th and 3. Are the Falcons going to punt?
Looks like they're sending in the punt team.
Wow. Good for the Mustang defense as they hold strong. The way that first drive went for the Falcons, you were a little concerned. But that was much better defense.
I would be careful on homecoming out of this punt right here.
I would too. As they've got 3 guys back in front of the punter. That seems a little hefty there. I don't know if they're really worried about the block punt that much. We'll see. It's a good snap, and punter he punts it away. Got to make a clean catch here for the Mustangs. They do so at the 32-yard line. So Eldon gets the stop, and they will take over at their own 32-yard line when we come back in just a moment. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Tim Schmidt Plumbing, Septic, and Excavating is a full-service plumbing company. Their highest quality licensed plumbers are some of the most qualified service professionals in the area. They can do anything from sewer pipe replacement to fixing a simple faucet leak at an affordable price. They provide a full range of plumbing, septic, and excavating services, including new home plumbing, water heaters, water softeners, new septic system, and land clearing. Licensed and insured. Call Tim Schmidt Plumbing, Septic, and Excavating for all your plumbing needs. 573-216-2292.
On first down, the Mustangs went with a little trickery. It looked like Hess was going to run the option to the left. However, he then pitched it back to the receiver coming in motion, and I think it was Rugen.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, Rugen took the pitch. However, the issue with that is those Blair Oaks DNs were not fooled, and they met him 2 yards in the backfield. So
This defense has played together for a long time, and they are fast.
I don't know if trickery is going to be your way here. I think you are just going to have to beat to the point of attack. And Blair Oaks showing a little heat on this one. 2 receivers out left. They're going to pull back that blitz. Hess takes the snap. No, it's a handoff. He fakes the pass. And good job by Rye churning forward. He'll pick up 2 back to the original line of scrimmage, but it's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Yep.
I really do believe if you're Eldon, a lot of this game is going to come down to Hess throwing this ball and having the ability to roll out, because I still think he can run on this team.
Yeah, without a doubt, when he can get out there on the edges and make something happen. And he's usually who they turn to whenever they really need a big play. So
I would really like to see Beckman get a target in the passing game as well. On the first drive, we didn't see that. I mean, coming off a 260-yard game, you know that Blair Oaks is going to be aware of him at all times.
yeah.
So 2 wide receivers out to the left. Rye lined up to the left of Hess. Hess takes the snap, rolls out, steps back. Rye picks up a good block. It's a slant in the middle, caught at the 40, fighting forward, stumbling ahead to the 44-yard line. That's a Serdike Yamaha Eldon Mustang first down.
Was that Evan Beanland?
That was Evan Beanland. Evan Beanland with his 3rd target of the night already. He brings that one in and fights for the extra yardage.
Nice job getting yards after the catch.
So the Mustangs moving the chains and nearing midfield. We've got 4:40 to go in the Lowe's Home Improvement first quarter here at Blair Oaks. It is homecoming night. Mustangs with the ball trailing 7-0, but moving. 2 receivers out to the right. Rye to the right of Hess. Hess takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking for the quick hitter, and that's a Blair Oaks player that caught it. That is an interception, returned back to the 30, breaking a tackle all the way ahead to the 15-yard line. And that is not what the Mustangs wanted to see.
Not what you want to have happen right there.
Yeah, they read that slant perfectly, jumped it, and took it all the way back to the 14-yard line. So Blair Oaks now going to be working with very short field.
Yeah, this Blair Oaks defense, like I said, they're a great unit. They are so fast, and they make their breaks, and they come down on that quick and got it and took off.
Well, Blair Oaks has about 117 kids on the sideline in uniform. And on first down, good job by the Mustang defense.
And TVs.
TVs as well. Wow,
Yeah, they're down on the bench watching TV.
Oh, well, that's handy. So on first down, Blair Oaks tried to run it up the gun. Mustangs having none of it, giving up maybe a yard. Quickly back to the line, though. 2 receivers out to each side. Receiver comes in motion. It's going to be a handoff on the right side. A bit of a hole there, trying to turn the corner, and does so for another Falcons touchdown.
Mercy, that was a hole, too.
That's going to be 6 more on the board for the Falcons. So, once again, Eldon has seen little bits of success, but you have to put it together, and you have to put points on the board.
It's hard to be perfect. It's hard, and that's the thing is when you play this team, you have to be perfect, and it's very, it's hard for anybody to do that, to be mistake-free. One mistake kills you.
Extra point attempt coming up for the Falcons to increase this lead to 14. Clean snap, good set. Extra point is up, and no good. No good. So the lead stays 13-0. 3:55 to go in the first quarter. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Dunn Property Management is currently taking applications for over 30 one-bedroom, one-bath units in Eldon. These units are for ages 55 plus. Rent includes water, trash, snow removal, and lawn services, and can be pet-friendly upon approval. Locally owned and operated with full-time maintenance staff and office manager. They are close to churches, the senior center, shopping, and parks. For more information, call Dunn Property Management, 573-569-1200.
3:55 to go in the first quarter of this matchup between the Falcons and the Mustangs. This is the Lowe's Home Improvement first quarter. And a reminder, if you'd like to watch this contest, you can go to mosportszone.com. We are streaming live there. I've got video coverage, audio right over top. You can also catch the matchup for School of the Osage, as well as Camdenton Lakers. Jason, have we got anything out for sales yet?
I have not. I've been looking here. I'm about to put the word out to. I got some guys that's supposed to let me know something.
Mustangs going to take this turn to 10, hold up the middle, they get to the 20, up to the 30, all the way out to the 33. Good return from the Mustangs as they took contact all the way back at the 12, but shot the gap, and that was about one tackle shy of being broken for a return.
So you take any positive you can get right now if you're Eldon.
Decent starting field position for the Mustangs on this one as they will begin from their own 33-yard line.
You know, if I'm Eldon, there's 3:48 left. Try to grind this thing out, grind the quarter out. Keep that Blair Oaks offense off the field.
My only thing is I would not go too gun-shy away from Hess. He made a mistake. He's still a great quarterback. And get an update from Versailles shortly on first down. It's a handoff up the gut. Blair Oaks read it all the way. It's going to be a tackle for a 2-yard loss on first down.
8-0 Versailles.
8-0 Versailles. So a good start for the Tigers. Now 2nd and 12. I believe that was Jackson Marshall in on the tackle.
Big Jackson.
That's a name a lot of folks may remember.
Big Jackson. He's a Versailles boy. I don't care if he wears green or not. He's a Versailles boy.
He got even bigger and stronger is the thing. Two wide receivers out to the left for the Mustangs. Hess in the shotgun, Rye to his left, takes the snap, fakes the handoff. It's going to be passed out to the flat. It's bobbled a little bit, turning upfield and shedding some tackles, fighting hard up to the 35-yard line. A good catch and run there. I believe that was that Beckman on the reception? Was that 7 or 17? That was Zach Smithson, excuse me. That was 7. Like I said, I apologize. I'm not trying to mix up these names, but these numbers do not stand out extremely well.
Light gold on white just does not
See,
work.
they're smarter. They have a spotter in the booth. We're going to have to get one of those to bring with us.
Blair Oaks is,
Do you want to go on the road with us?
Blair Oaks' first rodeo.
It's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Mustangs. Two receivers out to the right for Hess. He takes the snap, and they are sending heat. Eats a screen pass. The problem is the running back didn't know that. Yeah, it was supposed to be a screen for Rye. Even if he'd have turned back and caught it, I don't think it was going to matter.
There were about 6 guys out there ready to meet him. He did catch it.
Can you explain to me how Versailles sold the screen, let the pass rush get through, but by the time the ball hit the running back, the pass rush had recovered back to the running back already? That is a different kind of quick out of your D-line.
Kills is the old expression, and they got a lot of it.
4th and 8. Hess is going to have to punt this one away.
Nice job. Now the defense has got to show up.
The defense got it done last time, forcing the punt.
Yeah.
Well, I say that. The drive prior, last time Blair Oaks got to work with a short field and were able to score quickly, but this time a little more distance to go as the Falcons lead 13-0, 2:19 to go in the Lowe's Home Improvement first quarter. Off the snap, it's going to be a quarterback keeper right up the gut, carrying a couple Mustangs with him, but he's brought down at the 30, so that'll be an 8-yard gain on first down. Good carry by Bax.
Yeah, nice job.
Trying to see here, Bax, how big he comes in. Tyler Bax, 6'2". They say only 160 though.
He looks a little bigger than that.
I kind of thought the same. Bax going to set his feet, looking to fire to the left side. The ball is bobbled and brought in by the receiver at the 38-yard line. Didn't look like he was going to catch it, but he does.
That was good concentration because he knew he was about to get hit, too.
Yeah, it's Joey Wilde on the reception. Bobble brought in and enough for a Blair Oaks first down. And once again, quickly back to the line. The Falcons do not waste any time. It's a tight formation. Bax takes the snap. He's going to pitch it out. Back gets it at the 40. Head to the 50. Cross midfield to the 45. Following a blocker out of bounds at about the 42. That was Hayden Lackman, the sophomore running back. I mean, your running back is 6'1" and 185.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, the Blair Oaks receivers on that play were doing a heck of a job blocking downfield actually blocked one of the Eldon kids about 3 yards off the sideline out here. So that's a great job.
It is so hard to get receivers to block all the time, but when they do, it changes the game. 2 receivers out, 2 each side. One comes in motion back towards Backs. Backs going to hand it off up the middle and driving his feet for yardage, head to the 40, make that the 39 of the Mustangs. And on the carry, that was Elijah Luckett for the Falcons. So they do a little running back by committee.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, every time they touch it, it's 5 yards minimum. That second short like that gives you so many options to take a shot.
Play call is coming in so fast. Already running another player, the Falcons. It's going to be a quick out route on the left side for a first down. That's going to be caught by Wilde again as he picks up 8 when they needed 6, moving the chains. That's so hard to guard if you're a defense barely getting set, and Wilde, who's a very fast player as is, can run that quick out.
As soon as that ref drops the ball, man, they are ready to go.
I mean, the chains aren't even set, and the Falcons were taking the snap. And it's going to be a handoff going to the right side to the 30, 25, 20, trying to turn the corner, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 5, and make it the 6-yard line as a strong run there by Elijah Luckett. So just like that, the Falcons are threatening to score again with 47 seconds to go in the Lowe's Home Improvement first quarter as they already lead 13-0.
Yeah, Eldon's getting hurt out here on these edges, man, pretty bad by this Blair Oaks offense.
Go tight formation. Receiver comes in motion. Backs. He's going to fake the pitch, calls his own number up the gut, and scores.
Nice play.
He sold that well.
Yes, he did. Sold the pitch, kept it, went straight up the gut.
Well, have we mentioned Blair Oaks is kind of good at football?
Yeah. That's what they do.
Once again,
They do a lot of things, but that's one of them.
I'm not trying to say a bad thing about the Mustangs whatsoever. I think the Mustangs showed a lot of good here in this game early. However, you look on the sideline of the Mustangs, and there's about 20 to 25 kids over there. You look on the sidelines of the Blair Oaks Falcons, and there is the population of some small countries over there.
There's a lot of kids in this program.
And the extra point attempt up and good. So the Falcons lead goes to 20-0. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Holly Lift Boat Lifts. You've got your home at the lake and you found the perfect boat. Now, to just make sure the boat bottom stays clean and up out of the water. Holly Lift Boat Lifts. We've been the lake's choice for reliable boat lifts for over 40 years, and we offer a lifetime warranty on our tanks. We don't just build boat lifts, we build Holly Lifts.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Holly Lifts.
And we're back still in the first quarter. It has been all Falcons as they lead 20-0, 42 seconds to go in the Lowe's Home Improvement first quarter. Jason, would love to see Eldon just get the ball and put together a little bit of a drive.
Yeah, just whatever you can do to keep that Blair Oaks offense off the field. Just get out there and just make progress, however you got to do it. Keep the clock running, keep them off the field. That's all you can do if you're Eldon. You can't worry about the scoreboard, just play.
Mustangs about to get it back off the kickoff, and the kick is away, and it is kicked well. Going to be taken from the 10, middle of the field, the 15 to the 20, trying to get to the right side. Trying to turn the corner at the 20, does so up ahead to the 25 and out of bounds at the, we're going to say close to the 30. The official walking up, and it will be about the 30-yard line. So another nice return.
Yeah, another good job.
So Eldon's been getting pretty decent starting position to start these drives, and even have had some success moving the ball, but they stalled out at about midfield.
Yeah.
On the 20-yard line. We'll see what Eldon goes to on this drive. It's going to be to the left of Hess, who's in the shotgun. Hess going to throw it quickly out into the flat. The 30 is Beckman. He cuts it up to the 35 and tripped out of bounds at about the...
Nice job, young man. Nice catch. Nice game.
Yeah, great first.
A lot better than the last time we saw him, too. So
The last time we saw...
He's a tough kid, but, man, he was hurting in that last game.
Sports.
Looking for a pre-owned, dependable car or truck? Stop by Tim's Auto Connection just south of Laurie. Check out their selection of quality vehicles. Tim's team will be happy to help you find the vehicle you're looking for, even if it's not already on their lot. Call or stop by Tim's Auto Connection for quality service, no pressure, and great prices on pre-owned vehicles. Tim's Auto Connection just south of Laurie. Call 573-372-0280. That's 573-372-0280.
Sure.
And we're getting ready to start the H&R block of Versailles' second quarter. Mustangs with the ball. It's going to be 2nd and 1 from their own 39-yard line. Hess in the shotgun, 2 receivers to his left. Blair Oaks showing blitz. They're going to back out of that, though. Quick handoff to Rye. He follows the guard. He's going to get the first down and more. He fights forward all the way out to the 47-yard line. That's a Serdike Yamaha first down, and the Mustangs are nearing midfield.
That was a very nice game right there. Good hard running.
Did a good job of turning the corner and getting his shoulders square so that he could really power through the defense.
Yeah.
Eldon doesn't get the play calling quite as fast as Blair Oaks, but I also don't know anybody that gets a play calling as fast
Probably
as Blair
don't
Oaks.
want to either. Just
No. 2 receivers out to the right again for Hess. Rye will line up to his right as well. Eldon comes set. It's going to be a handoff. Rye going up the gut. He lowers his shoulder, but 3 or 4 Falcons converge on the spot, and they're going to cut him down for a yard loss.
yeah. That Blair Oaks defense, that front 4, man, that's something else. Big old kids, just athletic. Looks like giant receivers.
It's amazing to watch how quickly they shed tackles, or shed blocks, excuse me. I think people often underestimate how important the hand fighting is for a D lineman.
Yes.
So 2nd and 11 for the Mustangs from the 47-yard line. Blair Oaks once again showing a lot of attention. The line of scrimmage. Hess drops back. He's looking to throw. They gave him a little time. He puts it in the air, and it's going to be picked off at the 35. Return on the way. Falcon will go down at the 47-yard line of Blair Oaks. I think 2 people were on the different pages there because the receiver was running a go route, and Hess threw it like he thought he was coming back.
Well, I think Hess probably threw that a little quicker than he wanted to. That Blair Oaks D line literally was coming hard. They were hot after him, coming right in his face, and he unloaded maybe a little quicker than he wanted to.
So Blair Oaks will take over. They're on 47-yard line, lead 20-0, 10:39 to go in the second quarter. Snap, it's going to be a handoff on the reverse. No, quarterback going to keep it. They got him. How did he stay on his feet and get the pass away? My goodness, what a play by Tyler Bax.
Yes, that was a great job of getting a hold of him. Great job by the quarterback, still getting the ball away.
Yeah, it looked like the Mustangs were going to have a sack and a 5 or 6 yard loss, but instead Bax set his feet and just fired it right at the first down marker.
Boy, Blair Oaks doesn't waste time. They go on to the next one, don't they?
That's the truth. 2nd and 10 from the 47. 2 receivers out to each side for Bax. He's got Luckett lined up behind him. Bax one-handed catches a high snap. He gets the pass out to the left side, up to the 40, shedding a tackle, 30, 20, 10, and 6 more on the board for the Falcons. I do believe that was Nick Klosser.
Nick Klosser, yep.
That is a name that we've heard a lot through the years as Klosser.
Yep.
So the Falcons, go from looking like they're going to take a 2 or 3 yard sack to putting together a 53-yard touchdown reception.
Man, that's what's frustrating playing these guys. It just seems like anytime you have something good, you end up taking 2 steps back.
Good snap on the extra point. Kick is up and right down the middle. 27-0. The Falcons lead the Mustangs. 10:22 to go in this H&R Block second quarter. We'll be back with more in just a moment. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
When you're looking for a new furnace or air conditioner, price is important, but warranty, reliability, and efficiency are big factors too. At DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling, you'll receive very competitive pricing on the industry-leading AirEase products. Every AirEase product is built on 80 years of experience, testing, and research. Servicing the Lake and Jefferson City areas for nearly 15 years, DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling for reliable products offered by reliable people. Called DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling.
And back here in the H&R Block of Versailles second quarter, and I don't know any other way to put it. It's been all Falcons, 27-0 the lead with 10:22 remaining in the second quarter, and you just cannot make a mistake against this team.
No, you cannot. There's not a mistake you can make one if you're going to play Blair Oaks Falcons.
They are well disciplined, and you look at the numbers on the sideline. If you're out on this field with all the numbers they have, you're clearly good at what you do. And a pretty big kickoff here, and it takes a spin, going to be picked up at the 2 yard line. Mustang's going to try to return it, and you cannot do that. Stopping the momentum at the 12. Anytime on a return, you pitter-patter those feet and try to square up and stop your forward momentum. you're probably not going any further.
Well, that tells you about their team speed right there when they kick off and you can't even get it back hardly to the 10-yard line. Those kids are just flying down there in their lanes and they're coming. And, you mentioned a while ago about their numbers. They don't have the same offensive line. And that's tough because Eldon has to split a lot of kids both ways.
And especially when you're blocking a group like Blair Oaks, just wears you out.
Yeah.
2 receivers out to the left for Hess. It's going to be a handoff to Rye as he's running right to left. Follows the guard. He's going to pick up 1, maybe 2 before being pushed back down. He'll get up to the 16-yard line. So the Mustangs able to find a hole here and there, and they've rushed the ball fairly well.
They've done okay with it. It's just you have to be so mistake-free, and it's tough.
But don't get me wrong, there's a good chance. I wish I should have kept yardage for this game. Rye very well may have 30, 35 rushing yards right now early in the second quarter. This Blair Oaks team hasn't given up a 100-yard rusher, and it's not out of the question that Rye could make a run at that. The problem is Blair Oaks has 27 points. 2 receivers out to the right, Rye to the right of Hess. A very strange play. I have no idea what just happened, and I'm not sure the Mustangs did either.
That was a screen play, and the Blair Oaks D-line sniffed that one out because every one of Jackson Marshall, one of the other kids, they literally turned and retraced back 5 yards. That means they've seen that on film. They've seen that screen play.
I wondered because you had Rye running out into the flat like he was going to take it, but then coming back to meet it for the Mustangs was Beanland. Evan Beanland looked like he was coming back to take the screen pass, but the problem was the D-end was standing in front of him ready to take the screen pass.
Yeah.
And I don't believe Eldon designed it for him.
If you get through that easy, that's a screen.
So it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Mustangs. Blair Oaks showing blitz. Hess is going to roll out to his left under duress. He flips it on the throw, and it's completed out to the 26-yard line. Serdike Yamaha first down. A great throw by Hess running to his left off his back foot.
Nice job, nice protection, and a good play.
Yeah, Michael Rugen doing a good job of getting open as well. So that's a first down for the Mustangs. He said, Hess, way to keep it alive. That is not an easy pass to make.
Yeah, just keep the chains going, man, any way you can.
So new set of downs for Eldon, 26-yard line. They're going to go 2 receivers out to the right. Rye stays in to the right of Hess. A little hard count there. Hess finally takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Rolls to the right, a little bit of time, trying to go to the wheel route, but overthrows it out of bounds. So he faked the handoff to Rye, then sent Rye on that wheel route up the left sideline. But, I mean, that's just a tough spot to put it because there was a linebacker and a safety there, both in coverage.
Yeah, a linebacker and a safety coming across. That was probably not going to be a good one anyway.
The problem becomes with Blair Oaks, their linebackers and safeties are just as fast as your wide receivers.
Oh, my Lord. Yes.
It's a little weird. Usually, I mean, that's kind of the point of that wheel route for the running backs. You think, oh, that's a matchup I want. He'll outrun that linebacker. That's not always the case here.
It's a different type of kid here.
2nd and 10. It's going to be a handoff right, running left to right, and my goodness. Tracked down from behind.
Big Jackson Marshall, number 70, man.
Wow.
That was a great play. He is a big kid. He has gotten huge since he's left for sales.
Yeah.
And he got back here and got him from behind.
What is Jackson listed at? They've got him at 6'4" and 230, and I think 6'4" might be underselling him.
Oh, he's bigger than 6'4", I would think.
Because he looks bigger than Hunter, and I think Hunter's about 6'4". So 3rd and 12 for the Mustangs. I think you're going to have to get Hess out in space and let him create something again. That seems to be where he's at his best. Blair Oaks showing pressure again, and they're going to bring the blitz. Hess going to roll it to his left. He's got to unload it fast and nearly picked off. But it is dropped. That'll bring up 4th down. They tried going back to that slant, but Blair Oaks has seen that a lot, and they are waiting on it. I think there was more to develop there, but Hunter was under pressure from the word go.
Yeah. That front 4 is, I don't know how you block them. 5 offensive linemen can't block that front 4.
Well, I would call Trey, Creed, and Joe Tooney and see if they can do anything with them.
That's a different front 5 there. Now, that might actually get something done. Yeah.
The Mustangs going to have to punt from their own 24-yard line. A little late getting the lineman on. They do so. Were they not set?
I don't think they were set.
Timeout going to be burned by the Mustangs. Lloyd Belt Automotive timeout. We'll take the break as well. We got 8:21 to go in the second quarter. It's all Blair Oaks 27-0. You're listening to KS 95 Sports.
It's not called a farm won't or a farm can't. It's the Case IH Farm All Series, and it's available now at Crown Power and Equipment. And instead of telling you that the Case IH Farm All can do baling, mowing, pulling, raking, and digging, we'll just give you the list of things it won't do. Ready? Nothing. Get your Case IH Farm All Series today at Crown Power and Equipment and find out why Can Do comes in red. Crown Power and Equipment. Passion, power, performance. Find a location near you at crown-power.com.
We're back here in the second quarter as it's been all Blair Oaks, 8:21 to go. I'm starting to realize that I don't know if I'm on mic 1 or mic 2. Oh, that's the problem. I'm trying to turn you up and I turned me up. That was not what I meant to do. 8:21 to go, and 27-0 is the Falcons' lead, and they are about to get the ball back as Eldon going to be forced to punt. I feel like Joe Buck talking about the World Series when the Royals went against Madison Bumgarner and the Giants, because I don't want to sit here and just sound like I'm just singing the praises of Blair Oaks, but what else do you say?
What else do you do? I mean,
they're that good.
They're that good.
Hess going to get the punt away. Pretty nice punt again. It's going to be fielded. No, it takes the hop at the 44 and an Eldon roll back across the 35, and it will fall dead at the 33-yard line. So Hess has done a nice job punting the ball tonight.
Great job of punting, and that could have been a disaster there for Blair Oaks if that ball would have touched that receiver.
It was close. It was very close.
He was very lucky that ball didn't take a little different bounce.
But it's just, this is one of those programs when the reason they're playing, the number 2 ranked team or whatever.
What we see, 3-time state champs, 2-time nationally ranked.
Yeah.
At one time, my Lord. I mean,
there's a lot of state records even that Blair Oaks players hold. And a run right up the gut on first down picks up 12. That is Elijah Luckett with the carry for the Falcons.
Yeah, Luckett finished that run hard right there. He didn't get touched until yard 11 on that run just now. He ran up the middle.
He is ahead to the 45. And that's where you talked about these lines not having to play both ways for Blair Oaks, how huge that is. I mean, these O-linemen are fresh right now.
Oh, yeah.
Quick throw from Blair Oaks to the right side. It's caught, keeping his footing at the 40, cutting it inside all the way up to the 28-yard line of the Mustangs. My goodness, the Falcons go fast.
And with the big plays, how many plays has the line had to play so far in this game?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
So Falcon ball, 28-yard line of the Mustangs. Backs with 2 receivers out to each side. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle and going through a couple Mustangs. My goodness, powerful running. All the way finally brought down at the 11-yard line.
My Lord. He had a scrum on him and took the whole scrum another 6 yards.
Once again, Elijah Luckett, the senior running back, 5'9" and 170.
That's a tough 5'9" right there.
He runs like he squats small cars. Kind of built like Saquon Barkley back there. It's a handoff, and Luckett, he doesn't have to run through anybody on this one. They created a hole that we could have drove the KS95 vehicle through.
Literally right up the middle.
Yeah, that was one of those. He had his hand in the air before he crossed the goal line. So that's another touchdown for the Falcons, stretching their lead out to 33-0 with the extra point attempt on the way. Jason. I don't know. I mean, Blair Oaks, they're gonna try to make some noise and go for another state title if I was a betting man.
Yeah. I think they're hungry. Their kids are hungry to try to see if they get another ring on another finger.
So extra point attempt coming up. Good snap. Set. Kick is up and good. 34-0. The Falcons lead with 7:04 to go in the second quarter. You're listening to KS 95 Sports.
Car buying has definitely changed a lot. I don't dread it at all anymore, thanks to everybody at Lloyd Belt Automotive. I knew what SUV I wanted. I knew right about what I wanted to pay, but I thought it was going to be hard to find until I mentioned it to the guys at Lloyd Belt Automotive, and they had one here within 2 days. They brought it to me. They made sure I loved it, worked out all the financing. I've never done business like that before. Lloyd Belt Automotive is definitely making car buying fun again, and as a busy mom, I appreciate them very much.
Lloyd Belt Automotive, downtown Eldon.
Stepping onto the boat, pushing off from the dock, tying on the perfect bait, and casting a line.
we got one.
Sharing your favorite hobby. Brought to you by Lake Regional Orthopedics. From total joint replacement to memories that can't be replaced.
My fish is bigger than yours.
Our commitment runs deep. Learn more at lakeregional.com.
Kick is away. Mustangs on the return. Head to the 25. That's where the player goes down, where the Mustangs will start this drive. And Eldon just looking for any way to put points on the board.
Yeah, just any way to get a yard, get 2 yards, get 5.
I mean, they have moved the chains at points in this game, but it's just, like I said, you make any kind of mistake, and also you get the feeling that the line is starting to wear down a little bit because Blair Oaks was sending more and more heat last drive.
Yeah, they're starting to bring it. They're starting to figure out this Eldon offense.
So Hess in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off. Fry running up the middle. Sheds a tackle or two, fighting for some extra yardage, and he'll get out to about the 29-yard line. That's going to be a 3-yard gain on first down. And a score update from Versailles. About halfway through the second quarter, it's all Tigers as they lead 22-0 over Lone Jack.
And then this last one just now came from Reese Murdoch. So.
And the Tigers, I did get told, just recovered an onside kick, essentially, so they have the ball back.
Good deal.
And Hess a handoff to Rye going right up the gut, trying to fight for some hard yardage after contact. He'll get ahead to the 30, picking up maybe a yard.
It's always nice to have a good win if you're Versailles on a night right before the Apple Festival when the town is packed and everything. I mean, it's been a really cool vibe today. So.
Apple Festival is coming up tomorrow. Of course, JT, the Grand Marshal this year.
The Grand Poobah of the Apple Festival.
I put together some pictures to run on the digital truck. He has not been allowed to see any of them.
I feel like he's wearing like an Uncle Sam suit with a big giant top hat or something with a cane leading the way.
I would love that, actually.
I would love to see that.
So it's going to be 3rd and about 5 for the Mustangs from the 30-yard line. Hess takes the snap, looking to his left. He wants to throw, sets his feet, fires it out. It's caught at the 38-yard line, out of bounds about the 39. That's going to move the chains for a Serdike Yamaha first down.
Yeah, there you go. If you're Eldon, you can't worry about what's happened. You just got to just move forward and try to make it positive.
I believe the catch was made by Rugen.
I think so.
At this point, it's a guessing game. Like I said, my sound advice, the next time Eldon orders uniforms, please, darker numbers on those white uniforms,
numbers
please.
On white, yes.
Yeah, that gold on white does not work. 2 receivers out to the left for the Mustangs, 1 to the right. Rye lined up to the right of Hess. It's going to be a handoff, running right to left. He follows the guard in.
Mercy.
Took a smack from the linebacker, but he still picks up a couple.
That was coming downhill, man.
So positive yard. I mean, that may even be a 3-yard gain on first down. Ahead to the 42-yard line of the Mustangs. We've got 5 to go here in the second quarter. 34-0 is the Blair Oaks lead. Once again, this is the #1 ranked Blair Oaks Falcons, the reigning state champions. 2 receivers out to the left for Hess. And blitz coming from the Falcons. Hess, he has to backpedal, gets it away. I don't know if it was caught or picked or fell incomplete. I'm going to say the catch is made.
I think he made the catch.
The problem is he lost a yard making the catch.
Lost a yard on the catch is the problem.
And took a pretty good hit. I think Hess took a pretty good pop on that one, too. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Which kind of sums up this game so far. Even when you do catch the ball and make a good play, it lost you a yard.
Eldon needs 8 yards, and I don't know what you say. Try the quick out.
With this kind of team speed, man, I don't know. I mean, that's the problem. Blair Oaks has so much speed.
They're going to go trips to the right. We haven't seen that formation from the Mustangs in a little bit. And blitz coming from the Falcons. Hess, he's going to try to keep it running to the left side, and he just makes the career decision, just go out of bounds.
Yeah, Blair Oaks is bringing that linebacker hard. He's got it timed up. They may want to think about a hard count or try to get him to jump or something.
And then a update coming from Versailles, as it looks like they're going to go ahead and add to their lead as well. Little design quarterback keeper from the Tigers from 22 yards out as they run that one in for a score. And they're going to go for 2 to try to increase the lead to 30-0.
There you go.
So Hess will punt it away as he is standing back on his own 20. 4:01 to go in the second quarter. And that's a high one. Hess, I think, got it a little bit higher on his leg than he wanted, but it will get a Mustang bounce, and it's going to fall dead at about the 37-yard line. That's where Blair Oaks will take over this drive. And a reminder, this is homecoming night at Blair Oaks. We will have a bit of an extended halftime, which is the only. I was going to say, I don't think we've had a normal halftime yet this season, Jason.
No, we haven't.
I don't know what extended is for us. Is it a 30-minute halftime? Or? And on first down, handoff right up the middle from the Falcons, ahead to the 50, and he is gone. This one is not. I'm not even going to count it down. He's running his way all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Blair Oaks. One play. They go the distance.
And that was the third straight up the middle run that was untouched.
Guess who? Elijah Luckett. Yes, Elijah Luckett, the senior running back, 5'9", 170. And he took that one. I'm sure.
Easy.
That was almost 60 yards on that run.
Yeah. It's, yeah. What can you say?
I can say that Blair says 40. They're lining up for the extra point attempt. Chance to make this 41-0. What is going on with this thing? I will fix this camera eventually.
I like your setup up there, man.
It's a setup.
You
Let me
get
tell
a
you.
bag of Doritos so we can set the USB on it so we can hold the cord up.
Whatever works at this point. Oh, extra point attempt is good. 41-0. We'll be back with more in just a moment. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Since 1991, Capital Monuments and the Atterbury family has served and supported the Mid-Missouri area. They've been offering generations of memorial experience by designing and creating the highest quality monuments. At Capital Monuments, they specialize in creating personalized and lasting tributes, from pre-need and at-need family memorials to military and community tributes. Come in and talk with one of their monument design specialists. They're located west of Jefferson City in Apache Flats, or visit capitalmonuments.com for photo samples. Capital Monuments, the tribute that lasts forever.
Your local Lowe's tackles the competition this fall and backs its high school football teams this season. Lowe's wants its customers to do it right for less. Shop at Lowe's for all your tailgating needs, and be something for everyone at Lowe's. Easily located in Osage Beach on Highway. Score your own touchdown this season. Come in or shop online at Lowe's.com.
And we are back at Blair Oaks High School, where it has been all Falcons in this first half. They lead 41-0 with 3:30 to go. In the first half of play, we are in the H&R block of Versailles' second quarter, and man, this camera is getting worse. What on earth have I done? It's one of those days.
And everything was working so smooth.
And on first down, Hess under duress. He's going to get it out to the left side. The catch is made and forced out of bounds after about a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, it is very hard to move the ball on this Blair Oaks defense right now.
That is an understatement.
No matter how you attack it, man, they are there. They're there in numbers.
Was that Devin Hardy on the reception? Good to see him bringing one in.
Yeah, it is. Good to see him moving around again.
The nice thing for the Mustangs is to remember you only have to play Blair Oaks once this season.
Yeah.
You can also see them later this year in the AFC Championship game. Blair Oaks showing blitz. Hess, he's going to fire it under pressure. Who got that? Oh, the receiver held on to it. What a grab.
Nice catch.
My goodness. Beckman in the corner got there at the same time, and Beckman apparently wanted it more as he hauls in the catch.
Yeah, that was a good one there. Marshall, man, he came through there big and got in Hess's face. He's lucky to get that one off.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Mustangs from their own 27-yard line. At some point, I think I just start going for it on every 4th down. 2 receivers out to the right. Once again, Blair Oaks staying with that blitz, and it's going to be a handoff right running to the left, and he's going to pick it up. Some hard-nosed running ahead to the 34-yard line. That's Third Ike Yamaha first down, moving the chains for the Mustangs.
Very nice job by Rye on that. Just keep that chain going.
I'll tell you,
it takes.
It's not pretty, and I get it. You're down 41-0, but I will say that Rye is putting together a solid game.
Yes, he is.
And I am getting completely harassed by my friends from Eldon right now. I mean, absolutely. It is fantastic. I have a text chain on there, and I don't want to call them out by their names, but, you know, Taylor Bailey really likes to talk a lot of smack right now is what I'm getting at. I won't call them by their names, though, but, you know, Weeberry, I'm talking to you too. But, all right, Hess takes the snap, drops back in the shotgun. He's looking to go deep. Does so. The catch is made at the 30. What a catch brought in. I believe that's Michael Rugen. Hess put that one on a dot, and Rugen did his part.
You hang your hat on whatever you can hang it on, and that was a very positive play. So
I'm not even going to lie. I am cheating because there's a spotter for Blair Oaks in our booth, and when she calls it out to them, I'm trying to hear it as well because I can't see, so thank you. She is saving both of us right now. Mustangs moving down the field of Serdike. Yamaha first down. Big gainer. Rye going to take it, running right to left, follows the guard. He'll pick up a couple. Boy, that was nice to see. I mean, and Hess had to stay there and take a shot to throw that one, too. This kid is tough.
yeah, just throw it up and let the receiver run underneath it.
I get such a kick in basketball season when I see kids kind of like lightly foul him on the way to the hoop. And I'm like, you don't understand the shots this kid is taking. Hess going to throw, goes out to the left. It's caught at the 25, out of bounds at the 25-yard line after the reception. That was Jalen Beckman again, kind of continuing where he left off last week with a mere 260 receiving yards last week.
That's not bad. Not bad.
So it's going to be third and we'll say 4. 3.5. Mustangs, now we're definitely in 4-down territory.
We're definitely going for it if we get to a 4th down.
Receivers trips to the left for the Mustangs. Rye lined up to the left of Hess. He takes the snap. Hess going to roll to the left, looking to throw. Goes the quick out route, but good coverage. Blair Oaks knew what was coming the entire time.
My Lord.
So it's going to be 4th and short. We've got 1:07 to go in the second quarter. It's so easy for me to say roll Hess out, and if he gets a lane, let him keep it and run. The problem is there aren't lanes.
Marshall and Parker Bennett on that right side of that Blair Oaks D line they're bringing it just right in his face.
Well, yeah, if Marshall stretches his wings out, he covers half the field right now.
Yeah.
That kid has grown a lot. 2 receivers out to the right. They go set. Hesse's going to fake the handoff, rolls out. He's under pressure. He's all the way back at his own 40, looking for someone to get open, slings it forward. Out of bounds. I think he almost hit the Blair Oaks coach with that, and that's going to be a turnover on downs for the Mustangs. So Blair Oaks will take over at their own 24-yard line.
He's got 59 seconds. Just try to get him off the field.
Oh. Okay, this group chat is getting more and more violent. I got Richard Gray calling me out because I didn't mention his name. I swear. I got to find better friends.
I just got to find some.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Max takes the snap, handoff. No, he's going to keep it running forward, but only going to pick up a couple. I don't think Blair Oaks is super worried about putting points on the board before the half.
They've got plenty.
I was going to say, you have a 41-point lead. You feel pretty good about that. I say that, but Blair Oaks quickly back to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers out to each side. Bax takes the snap, drops back. He's looking left, pump fakes once, pump fakes twice. Now he's going to roll out to the right. Eldon putting a little pressure, and he throws it shy. He had to get rid of that one. Had a Mustang in his face, so good pressure by the Eldon D-line. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 7. 30 seconds to go in this first half of play.
We got number 3, Wyatt Meldrum, in at quarterback for Blair Oaks. I didn't realize they switched quarterbacks. So.
Didn't see that either. All righty. Well, when you have a 41-point lead, you can do that. So Meldrum facing 3rd and 7. Oh, high snap, but he recovers it and throws a dart right into the chest of the receiver, who drops it at the 35. That's going to bring up 4th down. Blair Oaks going to have to punt this away.
Yeah, I think Blair Oaks brought in a few of their younger kids to finish out this half a little bit here.
I have a feeling that actually happens a lot during the season for them.
Well, that's tough, man. I mean, and it's been a problem for Blair Oaks over the years is you get up big in games, you want to get your kids some stats, you want to get them their numbers, let them play, but, man, you get up big quick. And
And the punt is away. Smithson back to return it for the Mustangs. He's not going to get a chance, though, as it bounces out of bounds at the 42-yard line. So with 18 seconds to go, we'll see what Eldon does. I don't even know if you run a play. You may just take the knee and go to the half and see what you can work on in the second half.
Yeah, I take the knee and go.
Or you fake the knee.
or
fake the knee and just go deep.
You lost me at 4.
This is why they don't let me coach. They'd be like, Coach, what's your strategy? I'd be like, trick plays. Every play.
Yeah.
So Eldon at the 42-yard line. They're going to send 2 receivers out to the right. Rye to the right of Hess. Well, it doesn't look like a kneel formation. Receiver comes in motion left to right. Hess drops back. Oh, they're going to the air. Hess under pressure, though. He runs to his right. Throws it ahead off the hands of a Blair Oaks player. Nearly picked off.
Almost picked off by another Blair Oaks player as well.
9 seconds left. Maybe now you take a knee.
I mean, I'm telling you, you take a knee, you don't want to make a bad situation worse.
Or you take the fake knee, Jason. I'm telling you, the opportunity's there. I need to see somebody fake a kneel one of these days. We can't run the Fumblerooski anymore. That got outlawed, I'm pretty sure. So I never really understood how that one worked anyways, but
I don't think anybody did.
Give me a good hook and ladder. I don't know, something. Hide the football in your jersey. I don't care. I want a trick play. 2 receivers to the right for Hess. Rye in there. He's just going to give it to Rye, running right to left. And Rye, he's going to pick up a yard or 2, spins out of a tackle, and fights forward to the 46 on this one. Extended halftime of the season. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Racing legend and time traveler Chip Thunder here. Como Connect recently connected its 30,000 subscriber to ultra-fast internet. To celebrate, I'm going to give my trademark Chip Thunder, 30,000 times while this announcer man tells you about an awesome 30K contest.
You have a chance to win an entertainment prize package featuring a free year of gigabit internet in Como Connect's 30K celebration contest. Visit comoconnect.com/30K to enter today.
Is that 30,000 woos yet? Woo!
Lakefront homes, luxury homes, condos, time home buyers, farms, foreclosures, townhomes, villas, lakefront, commercial. First Choice Realty is Eldon's oldest and most trusted real estate brokerage. Christopher Weeberry is a lifelong resident of the Lake area and real estate salesperson. Call Chris Weeberry with First Choice Realty today if you're thinking about selling or looking to purchase a new home. 573-480-2313. That's 573-480-2313.
American Sun Control and Powder Coating is your powder coating railing specialist at the lake. We can custom design new railings for your deck or pool area, or make your existing railing look like new again. Maybe it's time to enhance your outdoor living space with a new screened-in porch or room. Our 40 years of experience is your assurance of total satisfaction. Check us out online or Facebook. That's American Sun Control.
H&R Block of Versailles is a family-owned and operated block advisor's office celebrating 10 years of business serving Versailles and the surrounding areas. Pamela Johnson, an enrolled agent, and her certified team are here to prepare your taxes, handle your bookkeeping and payroll, plus audits, tax notices with the IRS and the state, and problem solving and issue resolution. For more information, call the H&R Block office on Monroe Street in Versailles at 573-378-5843. 573-378-5843.
We're back at Blair Oaks at this extended homecoming halftime, and it has been all Falcons in the first half, 41-0. I mean, a few positives you could take away. Rye ran the ball very efficiently in that first half. Yeah. He had, we don't have the stats in front of us, but I think Rye very well could have had anywhere between 35 and 50 rushing yards in that first half.
Sure.
We saw some good throws out of Hunter Hess under pressure. The problem is Hunter Hess saw a lot of pressure in that first half.
Yeah, that Blair Oaks front four, man, they're tough.
So are the guys behind them. The secondary's pretty good.
Yeah, they're all good.
Really, you can go about 30 deep on that sideline and keep saying the same thing. Yeah, this is the Hy-Vee halftime show. I'm sorry, once again, I don't mean any of this to sound rude. It's just, let's call it what it is. It's 41-0. There's only so many things we can say about this game that isn't Blair Oaks is really good at football.
The only thing they did wrong is they missed an extra point.
That's true.
That's it.
Well, the Mustangs did force a 3-and-out.
I think the defense did get a 3-and-out on one. So.
And the impressive thing for me, and I think it's a bit of a pride thing, is we were told going into this, you don't run the football on Blair Oaks. Eldon has managed to run the football at times and pick up yardage.
A little bit.
But the Mustangs, I think in the second half, you have to start finding a little bit of a go-to. What is the chink in the armor you can use? I'm not saying to come back and win this game because that's not going to happen. However, what can you do to put some points on the board and something that you can use later in the season when you're in situations like this where you're struggling?
Sure. You're not worried about Blair Oaks anymore. You're just worried about getting better at some things, run some plays, try to iron some things out, get ready for the rest of the season. You know, that's all you can do. Otherwise, I mean, if you dwell on this, it'll drive you mad. You can't do that. So you just got to do some things and try to end something positive. And, you know, you have to leave here with something positive.
And you got to remember, you are not the first team that has shown up to this field and suffered this kind of fate at the hands of Blair Oaks.
I mean, Versailles has been at the same spot at halftime multiple times over the years. There's nobody in the Tri-County Conference that can sit here and say they haven't come to this place and had this happen to them. So
no, and that's just, you know,
Blair Oaks is just different. There's Blair Oaks and there's everybody else.
There's a reason when we look at stats each game and we see somebody's, it's a tie ball game with Blair Oaks at the half, why that stands out to us. Because this is, you know, Blair Oaks is to local high school football what Alabama is to the college circuit. Yeah,
exactly.
And part of that is, and I'm sure the Blair Oaks coaching staff and people that have been here for a long time or have had kids come through will tell you, to a degree, if you're Blair Oaks, you probably feel like you're always the hunted because of that. I mean, it comes with the territory. You win a state title, everybody's gunning for you the next year. And there's got to be a sense of pride with that, knowing, hey, you know, they all want to take our spot.
Exactly, yeah. You become the standard that everything's judged by.
Well, if it counts for anything, you know, this is the only program they're really good at, so it's not like they're really good at all their other sports too, right? That's
How many conference titles they win every year? I mean, they win. I don't know.
They win the conference title for most conference titles each year.
The best way I can put it is you know, Chris Marshall, Coach Marshall to me, I guess, but Chris is, you know, every time we talk about this place, he always says, "Man, you can't believe this. These people are diehards. They eat this, you know, like all the way from the lunch lady firing up the football team at lunch. You know,
who's going to fire up the offensive line more than the lunch lady?
You know, the football banquets, the fundraisers, it's just everybody's all in. He's never seen nothing like it, and that's what this is. This is a community that wants good sports. They want a good school, and that's what they got.
The only thing that I can think to compare it to, at least in the football realm, would be Lamar. You know, you look at Lamar, and I'll say when we pulled in almost 2 hours before the game, hour and a half before the game, give or take. There were people parked down there tailgating. I mean, they have a whole section for it. It's crazy. They
have tailgaters out here right after school. I mean, it's on. I mean, this is what they do.
Yeah, and so, like I said, it was a rough first half for the Mustangs, 41-0. They made some mistakes, but they also did some good things. And as a coach, you know going into this what it's going to be, and that you have to find things to build off of, because next week you're back home in front of your kids, and you have a rival coming to town in California. And I can tell you right now, for one, California does not feel sorry for you. They do not care what happens this week. They are not going to look at the scoreboard and say, guys, we're only going to go halfway because they had a rough night with Blair Oaks, because California, I believe, has already played Blair Oaks this season. They did, and they lost 69-0.
So, yeah, it's not just you. I mean,
it's like I said, you look ahead at next week and you're like, all right, you guys can get on the field, and before the first snap, go, did you have to deal with Blair Oaks? And go, yeah, it wasn't pretty. Was it pretty for you? No, it wasn't pretty. Cool, let's play some football.
Yeah, I mean, to you, this is the big game. These are a lot of the same kids that played for a state championship last year up in Columbia, playing on Mizzou's field. So, I mean, that's tough.
It is, but I tell you what, we're gonna talk some more football, but at different levels. We'll take a quick break, and we come back. We're gonna look at Mizzou and maybe even a little Chiefs football. See what's going on this weekend. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career that includes tons of perks? Stop in today at your Jefferson City or Osage Beach IV and see the difference. They're offering extremely competitive pay. Plus, benefits include medical, dental, and life insurance backed by a 401k plan. And bonuses. Find yourself in a career with Hy-Vee. Stop in today at your Jefferson City or Osage Beach IV or visit high-v.com for employment opportunities.
A full-service graphics company, Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising does it all, from screen printing, offset printing, and promotional advertising to custom-built trophies and awards. It's where they do it the right way. Check out their Facebook page for their monthly special, and don't forget they offer online stores for all your group and activities needs. Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising, across from the Family Center on Highway 52 East in Versailles. Call 573-378-5775.
Your hometown lumberyard and proud high school football supporter, High Brothers Lumber. High Brothers Lumber prides itself on knowledgeable customer service, on-the-spot instruction, being family-owned and locally operated for 44 years. And at High Brothers, we have the biggest delivery fleet and nothing less than premium lumber. Let the quality be the difference that brings you the win at High Brothers Lumber, located on Old Highway 5 South. High Brothers Lumber.
Are you looking for a great place to work and call home? Our Vet is accepting qualified applicants to any of its central locations, Lynn Creek, Lori, and Ashland. Our Vet has state-of-the-art facilities, excellent customer service, and team spirit when it comes to serving its furry family members. Top salaries, custom employment packages, and executive housing available for accepted applicants. Our Vet supports continued education, benefits, and the best opportunity for a meaningful career in the Ozarks. Please deliver your resume at any location and check us out on Facebook.
And we're back at an extended halftime here at Blair Oaks High School. It is their homecoming night. Right now we are meeting the candidates from Blair Oaks. We've got to meet a lot of candidates this season.
Yeah.
We got to meet all the candidates from Clinton last week. Not just this year's candidates. I think we met candidates from last year, the year before, former champions, a couple for sales candidates somehow. I'm still confused on that whole thing. It was great.
Yeah.
And we heard every word of it because the PA announcer speaker was
a giant storm horn that was in our ear.
It was great. I'm still so proud of Allie for winning last week. I really am.
Oh, that's right. Everybody got honored. Yeah, that's right. They honored the whole town.
Yeah.
I think I got something. I'm not sure.
You did. They said they were going to mail you a medal, I believe, for whatever it was. But it was a good time. But no, special thanks to the folks at Blair Oaks for taking care of us here. Honestly, it's a great setup. It's very chill. Appreciate Aiden being up on the roof running the camera and Mark back at the studio. And I just realized I completely missed the legal ID on KTKS for sales Eldon Lake of the Ozarks at 95.1 FM. We're also online at lakeradio.com and this year online at mosportszone.com. I'm Colton Taylor, the Coach Jason Vansel with me, Mark Sidebottom.com. I'm Colton Taylor, the Coach Jason Vansel with me, Mark Sidebottom back at the studio. We got Aiden up on the roof. We even set a camera with him tonight. And a little chilly for him up there tonight.
Yeah, he's a nice kid, man. He's a really nice kid.
He is.
I like Aiden.
No, I do too.
BLA going to be a business kid. Business going to make some money, not like the rest of us. He's going to make some money.
No, he's smarter than us. He really is. But with all that said, tomorrow and Mizzou. But at 9 o'clock pregame gets underway because at 11 o'clock LSU comes to town. Battle of the Tigers. LSU is 23, Mizzou is 21. Blackout game at Faurot Field. Jason, that's huge for Mizzou.
This is the biggest game for Mizzou in a long time. I mean, it is. I mean, this truly is. And I kind of blew Mizzou off early a little bit just because I'm a pessimist. I kind of wait for the wheels to fly off the wagon. But so far, so good. I mean, they're getting better each week. And, you pack that stadium like they did against K-State. And you throw the records up in the air, it doesn't matter anymore.
It
gets pretty loud.
It's also nice knowing if it's a tie ball game and we need like a 68-yarder to win, I'm giving the thicker kicker a shot at this point.
We got a kicker that can kick it from the parking lot all the way through. I mean, you've got one of the best receivers in the country. I mean,
Luther Burden's a bad man.
Cook's starting to get in his groove. I mean, why not us?
You want to talk about writing them off. I'm going to be honest. I was not a Brady Cook guy. I said before the season started.
I was not either.
I was mad when they named him the starter. I said that's a mistake.
A lot of people were.
Yeah, and now he set the SEC record for the most consecutive passes without an interception. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. And something happened where I like to believe that Coach Drink was sound asleep one night. And at like 3:30 in the morning, he had a dream. Very similar to Will Ferrell's dream in semi-pro, where someone came to him and they said, Coach Drink, Luther Burden's a good wide receiver, and you should throw him the football. And he woke up just ecstatic and went, that's it, I'm going to throw Luther Burden the football. And he went back to the coaching facility the next day, grabbed his offensive coordinator and said, we need to throw Luther Burden the football. And this is where we're at now.
I'd like to know if Luther Burden was pretty much the one that made that choice, because the best wide receiver would probably know who he wants throwing the ball, who's most comfortable to help him out. And, I don't care how good Cook is or isn't. With him and with Burden out there, he's been good.
Yeah.
And that's all you can say, they're both comfortable with each other. So
No, I completely agree. And not just Burton. It's terrible that I'm forgetting his name. The second wide receiver for Mizzou.
I know.
He transferred in from Oklahoma, and he's been putting up incredible stats as well. But nonetheless, I love seeing the Tigers do this. And the cool thing is, if you get past LSU, yes, you have a great test after that in Kentucky, who has basically been taking out the big dogs themselves.
Kentucky's scary.
Then you have to go to South Carolina, which is never easy to play. But let's say, hypothetically, let's say Mizzou gets through all that. Then suddenly you're going to Athens for a date with the reigning champions, who you were the only team that pushed them last year. And they have looked human this year.
Well, yeah, 27-20 last week over was it South Carolina? Or I can't remember what it was.
If Mizzou would go into Athens undefeated and knock off the Bulldogs, it's no longer can Mizzou be a top-tier SEC team. Is Mizzou going to the college football playoffs?
Well, I don't know if it's NIL or what, but college football's got a lot of parity to it all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And, you know, the SEC, which has just been all that, they're beatable. Everybody's beatable right now.
I agree.
And if this is probably going to be a national championship, that's going to be who got on a roll at the end of the year more than anything.
I couldn't agree more. And then on the flip side of that, you have the Kansas City Chiefs. They play Sunday at 3:30 because I think we were only given like 2 noon games all season for some reason.
Yeah.
But not an easy one by any means. Are they at Arrowhead or Minnesota?
I don't remember.
I don't know either off the top of my head, but nonetheless, you know, if you just looked at records, if you weren't really a football fan and you don't know anything about Minnesota, you'd say, Kansas City should just walk all over them. They haven't won a game. Minnesota has been in every game they've played, and they have the, right now, best wide receiver in football, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got almost 600 receiving yards, and we played 4 games. And Kirk Cousins, man, after watching some of that quarterback stuff, that man, you can hit him 100 times in a game, and it will not phase him.
Yeah, and you know, my son had to remind me, my son Jacob the other day had to remind me of something I said. Sometimes I think I'm wise and I say things and then I forget my own advice. But, you know, he always used to tell me about, well, they ought to just blow this team out. They ought to blow this out. It's like, son, those players get paid to play football professionally.
Yeah.
The worst team in the NFL is filled with great players.
Oh, yeah.
And they get paid a lot of money. Yeah. So you can't just say it should be a blowout, you know. So I got mad at the Chiefs last week against the Jets, but the Jets played good.
They did.
Zach Wilson played awesome.
Absolutely.
He shut my mouth up because I didn't have anything nice to say about him at Clinton last week.
Chris Jones just about jumped somebody over that afterwards. But I agree completely. I remember a few years back when Alabama was still Alabama, was just thumping everybody by 30 and 40. And there was a joke going around, do you think Alabama would beat the Browns? No. The answer is no. It would not be a game.
No.
I'm not saying that Alabama didn't have a few guys that could start for Cleveland. But the problem is if you have 3 guys that will start for Cleveland, that means they have 18 guys that you're not better than.
Yes.
And your O-line is going to have to deal with their pass rush of grown pro players.
That's like the ridiculousness. I know this is long before you, but back in the 80s when Jeff City and Pete Atkins was doing their thing at the highest of levels, early 90s, late 80s, and Mizzou was not. I mean, it was back when you could get 30 tickets handed to you for free on the parking lot if you just stood out there.
Yeah.
And I remember people saying, Jeff City could beat Mizzou. Jeff City.
No.
You're dumb. There's nothing else.
Well, look at when these bigger D1 schools play the littler ones early in the season. It's like you watch and you're like, oh, well, Mizzou's beating up on high school. No, they're not. They're beating up on D1 athletes. It's just these D1 athletes are that much better than the next. I mean, it's like Luther Burden. Luther Burden's not scoring on nobodies. He's doing this to top-tier cornerbacks.
You know, even when Pinkel was at Mizzou, and Mizzou was doing good, you know, and as a coach, me and Coach Lemon and other coaches, we all used to go up to Mizzou all the time for spring practice. And there was a lot of times throughout the year we would be around their players, like standing next to them. And I remember we went to Florida on vacation, and me and Coach Lemon drove over to Tallahassee, and we were at Florida State. And we were around some of their players on a practice. It was different. I mean, and it was like you're in their stadium. This is different.
Oh, yeah.
And I, you know, we thought Mizzou, that's big. And then we're sitting there next to these Florida State kids, and that's like, oh, this is like D1 one.
Oh, yeah. There are levels to this. I'm actually kind of reminded of, there was a show, I think they canceled it finally, called Young Rock, about the life of Dwayne Johnson. Yeah. And he talks about when he got to Miami. And he's like, I was a great football player. And Dwayne Johnson, we know the kind of athlete he is. And he gets there, and it's like, yeah, he couldn't find time to get on the field because these other guys kept showing that were a little bit better than him. Like this one Ray Lewis cat that apparently wound up being pretty good.
Yeah, he was all right. He was all right.
There was, I forget who some of the others were, but it was ridiculous, the list of these future NFL Hall of Famers that all went through the University of Miami at one time. And
that's a cool story in itself right there.
Oh yeah. But nonetheless, we'll talk a little more sports in just a moment. They are crowning some candidates down on the field, but we'll take a quick break. You're listening to KS95 Sports Hy-Vee Halftime Show.
Thinking of buying or selling your property? Call the local experts from RE/MAX Lifestyle, selling everything from farm to lake. The Ronette Edgar team is the best at selling all the different styles of properties in our diverse communities. Ronette, Kelly, Kim, Christina, and Tessa make it easy, guiding their clients through the process from start to finish. Put the #1 real estate team to work for you today. Give them a call at the office at 573-569-4388 or cell phone at 573-378-9601. Sacaleras Ford in Versailles is proud of their growing customer base. When a customer and their family has bought 18 Fords from the Versailles location, you know the team is doing something right. The Versailles Ford Store Sales Department customer viewpoint is 100%. That means that every new vehicle sold, the customer is literally 100% satisfied. Sacaleras Ford in Versailles is big enough to serve you and small enough to care. For brand new Ford products, Ford certified pre-owned, service, tires, and Ford parts, and award-winning customer satisfaction, it's Sacaleras Ford of Versailles.
Since 1944, Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company, Morgan County's only locally owned lumber yard, has been providing the area with quality building materials needed for its building, remodeling, and repair projects. Because customer care is Carpenter Gunther's #1 goal, your project is always their priority. They take as much pride in your project as you do. Reach them at 378-4433 Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4:30, and 8 to noon on Saturday. Carpenter Gunther, where they put the home in hometown business.
Hi, I'm Brandon, and welcome to Gladstone Cove Boat Trailer Sales. Do you need a trailer to get your boat out of the water? Maybe just a replacement trailer. Or considering selling your boat and you know a trailer will help get it done. We carry 11 lines of high-quality boat trailers, and if we don't have what you need, we also build our very own line of custom aluminum boat trailers. Thanks to everyone that's been by or just heard of us and gave us a referral. From my family to yours, we can't thank you enough.
I got to say, I learned more at these high school football games than I ever thought I would. We've been chilling out here in the Hy-Vee Halftime Show, and I've just been getting marriage advice from Jason Vansel and Chris Marshall, and what I've learned is that they are both very lucky men who are just absolutely blessed to have their wives in their lives. That's all they keep saying. The same Mark back at the studio, he just wanted to make it very clear how much he loves his wife and is just very lucky to have her. So, guys, I appreciate all the great advice. It's very, very helpful here tonight. So thanks for that, Jason.
I tell you what, I am a marriage expert without a doubt. I, on a daily basis, disappoint my wife for 21 years. I don't know why she stays with me. It's just straight good looks and personality is all I offer. So
listen, I'm not going to judge you, man. If you disappoint her for 21 years, that's consistency, and they do say that is key. So it's. I believe Chris's advice back there was happy wife, happy life. So I think he's got it figured out.
Chris Marshall's got it going on. He knows the deal. He's a good looking dude though too. But
oh goodness. Well, we are getting ready for the second half of play. Somebody probably just tuned in and they're like, wait, the first thing I heard was Jason telling us he's a good looking dude and something about a happy wife.
A bunch of ex-girlfriends out there like, why does he even talk on the radio? He should be giving no advice about love.
Oh my goodness. Well, looking at the second half, Jason, if you're the Eldon Mustangs, or let's say you were standing in as a coach of the Eldon Mustangs, what would you like to see the Mustangs do in this second half?
I want to go out and I want to do what we do. We run the ball. We play our game. Blair Oaks this game's over. So you just want to go out. You want to do something positive. We want to play our game. Let's get better for next week. Let's get out of this thing healthy, more importantly than anything. I would probably try to get my starters out there, play a little bit, and then I'm going to get my young cats in, and I'm going to try to get them better at some things, too, for down the road, because you get into districts, one of those kids can step in. We've seen some Eldon kids, when some kids have been hurt this year, really step in and make a huge difference. Yeah. You know, Rye, he's done a great job, and, you know, Eldon's had a good stable of kids. You know, next man up mentality, and I would probably try to get some of my young kids some playing time, get them a little bit better off, and let's get prepared for the end of this season. That's about all you can do, and just try to take something positive out of this and then get on the bus and go home.
Well, and you have to look at the grander scheme of things as well if you're Eldon. You came into this one sitting second in your district. No matter what happens tonight, it's going to be a tight race between second, third, and fourth seed in that district. You have a huge game coming up with California, and you have another big one after that for the Mustangs. Was it Boonville to close out the season, I believe?
I think so. I think you're right.
So, yes, it is Boonville. Both those games at home. So if I'm the Mustangs, yes. You don't have a 41-point comeback. I hope I'm wrong. If you come out here and you put 41 on the board in the second half, I will be nothing but ecstatic for you. But
every game we've worked's been close.
Well, this is about to be a crazy second half.
That would have to be a historic deal there.
But nonetheless, you are trying to find something to take into the next week, and you found a little of it. What I learned tonight in the first half was Rye is not scared. He does not care if you're the #1 defense in the state. He doesn't care if you're the 86 Bears. He's going to try to run that ball the same way no matter what, and I think that's something you can really use because, and this is not meant as an insult to California, I'm going to go out on a limb and say California doesn't have the D-line play of the Blair Oaks Falcons.
No, there's nobody going to have a D-line like the Blair Oaks Falcons. I mean, they are big kids that can move. Unbelievable to see speed and size like that put together. No, you're not going to face anything like that, and that's why you just have to, this one's over, move on, start getting ready for the next one, try to get out of this healthy.
And it's a good time if you are a younger player for the Mustangs. You want to see the field? You want to get more shots your direction? Good. Go do something right now. Go out there and catch Coach's eye.
And you know, that the Blair Oaks' JV team, the Blair Oaks' freshman team, those are great teams too. And that gives your young kids a chance to go out there and play a little bit and get some great opponents even.
And that's another thing, because no matter what happens in the second half, you're going to have some people try to make the claim, well, so-and-so did it, but it was after it was 41-0. I'm here to tell you there are players that are going to be on this field for Blair Oaks that are their second string that would start for every other team in the conference.
I don't remember what year it was. It's been a few. It was back when Coach Silvers was head of the program at Versailles. But I remember that one year, Blair Oaks is freshman. And I'm going to bet most people would have agreed with me back then. It's been a few years. They probably would have took third in conference.
That's crazy.
That's how good they were. They had some players that were unbelievable. And it was like a freshman team, the 6'3", 6'4", 220s, 230s. Everybody would have loved to have that.
Well, yeah.
But I mean, they easily probably could have went out and competed for about third in conference.
That's
they wouldn't have finished last in conference by a long sight.
And like I said, you have to credit the program that Blair Oaks is. This is not a fluke thing. It's not like, oh, Blair Oaks is having a real good year. It's like Blair Oaks is having a normal year. I don't know what a good year is for them. They make it to the Rose Bowl? Like, I'm not really sure.
Me and Coach Williams, we were talking to Superintendent Spinagle yesterday in his office about the variety of topics. But he brought up Blair Oaks, and we were talking about, back there was a time when Blair Oaks was very average.
Yeah.
Played in Lincoln. They didn't have their own football field. But, they changed all that, and this whole culture and just everything.
It's also worth noting things do fluctuate. Like right now is a time period where no one really is challenging Blair Oaks.
Sure.
I say that a couple of years ago, actually, Hallsville and Boonville both managed to. But my only comparison is I grew up in the K-Singer Conference. And for years around when I was in school, it wasn't comparable. Sacred Heart was just taking everybody out to the woodshed. And then once in a blue moon, Cole Camp would put together a squad and go have something to say about it. And because of that, when somebody was able to finally rival them, it was such an incredible thing. It was such an electric atmosphere. It gave the kids something to work for. So I view it the same way here in the Tri-County as Blair Oaks will kick off to start the second half. Mustang's going to get a chance to return this one. Wow, what a kickoff. It was going to die at the 4, so it's picked up and returned to the 15. And that's where the drive will start. I mean, Mustangs didn't have a choice. That was not going to make it to the end zone.
No, that one was dead. You had to pick it up and go.
That kicker has done that 2 or 3 times. That's a certain level of skill to be able to make your kick just stop on a dime like that.
Yeah, I like I said, I don't know who's not good at their job wearing green down there.
There's got to be somebody. That's the new goal. We got to find one thing they're not really good at. Do they have a chess team or something maybe? Or
I don't know. They got a microphone. Well, I don't know what that thing is down there. They got equipment that I've never seen except like on Mizzou sideline.
Oh yeah, no. They actually will pull clips and show their kids with the 2 different groups. They can show replay on the sidelines. A handoff from the Mustangs on first down. Good running right up the gut, all the way up to the 25-yard line. That's going to be a 8-yard gain on first down for Rye.
That would be fun to have. Because kids always tell me, Coach, I did block you. Well, here, let me pull up this TV here and show you that you did not.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to show your kids because they play both sides of the ball. It'd be after the game. You'd be out there on the field with a TV. Oh, 2nd and 2 for the Mustangs. 2 receivers out to the left for Hess. Rye lined up to his left as well. Takes a snap, handoff. Rye right up the gut and drops his shoulder, powers forward. It's going to be enough for a Sir Ike Yamaha first down.
That's all you do if you're Eldon. Just keep going, keep pounding, try to stay positive, keep that clock rolling.
So some good right. Once again, Rye I really think he has potential to finish this with a very positive stat line. I still don't think 100 yards is out of the question for him, especially if he can second.
Yeah, well, what hurts you is on the plays that you get the losses, that those total up too, and take that back off.
That's fair. So 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. It's going to be screen pass out to the flat from the 25, cutting back into the 30, getting the sideline pushed out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. Jalen Beckman, nice 7-yard first down. Well, almost 8.
Man, that kid's tough. I like that kid. He does a great job.
He's a very good receiver.
He is dependable. He's always there. He's consistent.
I mean, the stats don't lie. He is one of, right now, the top 5 receivers in the area. And I was just looking at who the other schools were. Southern Boone, Hallsville, Booneville, Wow, Hallsville has 2 receivers in the top 5. That's kind of crazy. So he's one of the top 5 in the Tri-County. And running on 2nd down and picking up the first down, that is Rye with another carry. He'll gain about 6. That'll move the chain. Serdike Yamaha first down. The Mustangs are marching.
Yeah.
Ball up to the 40. Already 9 minutes to go. Once again, 41-0 is Blair Oaks' lead. Blair Oaks came out the gates swinging. Their first drive took 2 plays. Pass out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, Rye to his left. Handoff. Rye running left to right, trying to set the edge. And he stripped. Ball's loose, and it's picked up by the Falcons.
Mercy.
Number 57 for the Falcons, Aiden Luckett with the recovery. So we've seen Elijah Luckett running the ball, and now Aiden Luckett recovering the ball.
Man, Blair Oaks just gets after you. Gangrene, as they used to call themselves.
I completely understand why. So who was it that's in at quarterback now? That's terrible. I should remember that. Meldrum, I believe, is the quarterback. 2 receivers out to each side. Meldrum looks to the right, pass a little low.
Bax is back right now.
Is that Bax?
I'm on Brest. They're probably going to have their starters go maybe a season or 2 before they probably pull them for good.
Well, my apologies then. Tyler Bax on down puts the pass a little too low. That's the closest thing to a mistake we've seen Bax make tonight. I'll bring up 2nd and 10. Blair Oaks keeping with that quick pace, right back to the line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver coming in motion towards Bax, settles back in a tight formation. Bax drops back looking to throw. He's going to step in, one going up the gut. He's got a man who hauls it in at the 5 and brought down at the 2-yard line. Catch going to be made by Nick Klosser. 5'7", 155 senior. 5'7" at receivers, not an easy way to go.
No. When you're fast and you can create space, I guess it's okay. And once Blair Oaks gets you down, they like to hurry up and get down there and get going again just to smother you.
And a reminder, this is the American Sun Control 3rd quarter. Blair Oaks threatening to add to their lead as they are on the 2-yard line. Bax takes the snap under center, handoff right up the gut. And going into the end zone and bringing everyone with him on the score. Was that Luckett on the carry?
I'm not sure who that was.
I was going to say it was tough to tell, but I see number 2 out there, so I believe it was Elijah Luckett, the senior running back. Nonetheless, Blair Oaks leads 47-0. Extra point attempt coming up to make it 48-0. Clean snap, good set. Extra point attempt is up and good. Falcons lead 48-0 with 7:13 to go in the 3rd. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Deposit checks anytime, anywhere. Hi, this is Ryan Pryor from Citizens Bank of Eldon and Versailles. With mobile deposit, you can enjoy the convenience and ease of depositing your check simply by taking a picture of the check while using your mobile phone or tablet. It's fast and secure, and it saves you a trip to the bank. Sign up today and see how we can make your life easier. Member FDIC.
A hometown bank, a hometown friend.
Veracruz Mexican Restaurant wants to invite you to join them for a casual lunch or family dinner out for authentic Mexican cuisine. Veracruz has a great selection of burritos, tacos, seafood, enchiladas, salads, and more, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. Veracruz on South Highway 5 in Versailles and Veracruz Jr. on Highway 52 in Stover. Or you can check out their new location on Highway 65 in Lincoln. Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, a proud sponsor of local athletics.
Blair Oaks kickoff after the touchdown. This one going to be taken from the Mustangs 7-yard line. Right up the gut, bouncing out to the left. And brought down with a little force at the 22-yard line. Still a pretty solid return there, though. I don't know who it was on the return, but like I said, I'm not trying to be rude to Eldon, but please, when you get your next batch of uniforms, any darker coloring on the jerseys would be appreciated on these white jerseys.
Well, I think the rules changed. Michigan has a rule. You have like a year or two to get that fixed.
I'm telling you,
required. It has to
LED lights, LED light up jerseys.
I think that's what Michigan required now is the LED light ups.
Don't get me started on Michigan's weird rules with jerseys. Two receivers to the right. It's going to be a handoff. Rye running right to left. He picks up a couple following the guard, about a 2-yard gain ahead to the 25-yard line. There have been some weird rules through the years, and the weirdest one that I think I ever saw was my junior year of soccer or whatever, because we didn't have football. We basically got told that we had to change shin guards to where they had what's known as the Noxie stamp on them.
What's a Noxie stamp?
It's just a stamp. It was the same shin guards. And I remember our coach was like, yeah, just don't. Just pull your socks over them. If you get in trouble, I'll take the heat.
Wow, that's amazing.
Two receivers to the right. Running back to the right of Hess. Handoff Rye. He's running right to left. Contact at the line of scrimmage. And he is shut down at the 25. I'm telling you, this Blair Oaks D line is different.
It's just, whole different deal. Whole different deal.
So Eldon looking at 3rd and 7 from their own 25-yard line. 5:42 to go in the American Sun Control third quarter, and the Mustangs just looking for any way to put points on the board. They're going to go two receivers out to the left. Rye, he'll step up to the left of Hess. Eldon comes set. Hess going to drop back throw. It's quick one out to the right. Good catch made. Oh, he couldn't hold on to it through the contact. It was a dart thrown ahead. Beckman had it for a moment. But between the hit and hitting the ground, it came loose.
Boy, it looked good.
Oh, Richard Gray. Richard. That dude. I got to show you this text chain when we leave. Man. I tell you, the cool part about having friends like that is if they ever run for any political office, you know that you've got all the dirt you need on.
Oh, yeah.
I am set and ready to go.